guys, don't forget, before we get into our sneak peek, like, subscribe to the Crime Chat, ring the bell, or this guy's gonna come after you.
Previously on CrimeChat,
Her stuff would be in the dumpster. I'm sorry.
On fire!
I'm feeling like creepy Hallmark, and I should be feeling like orphan vibes. You're just give me an intro on beheading. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
You can't get any darker than that.
Coming up.
Then I was like, what? No!
Okay.
But it's so uncomfortably addicting that, like, you want to look away, but you can't.
Mhm.
Like, I want to stop it because I'm uncomfortable. Like, don't do it. No. Like, I want to look
Really?
away and I want to stop, but I can't. Like, can you imagine if these two met?
Oh my God. There's like this witchcraft ceremony that people do to put their soul in the picture so they can come back to life. So that, my wife won't think that I just got in the car and left her. The kid is out.
Come
No,
home
everything's
and all your shit's out in the front yard on fire.
Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the Crime Chat. I am your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls obsessed with dark crimes, Elamize, and occasionally the unknown.
And here is your disclaimer, chatters. The following Crime Chat contains adult content, and I believe will be very violent today, so
Yes.
discretion is advised.
Yes, you have been warned, but before we get into today's crime chat, Kat, what have you done?
So, Last of Us. Okay, I don't want to spoiler. Like,
Okay.
you haven't seen it. You've
No.
played the game. You know the story of the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's one event that happened. It had to have been in the second episode because I would have mentioned something, I think, because we talked after I watched the first one.
Right.
That I was like, what? No! Like, you can't do that. Are the games based on, like, the seasons?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm still not going to give it away.
Okay.
Then I started watching You.
How was that?
It's
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the words.
Is it
It
good or
is-
bad?
No, it's very good.
Okay.
But it's so uncomfortably addicting that, like, you want to look away, but you can't.
Mhm.
Like, I want to stop it because I'm uncomfortable. Like, don't do it. No. Like, I want to look
Really?
away and I want to stop, but I can't.
Oh, really?
I posted a meme that it was a Netflix meme, and it had Joe Goldberg on the top, and then whatever her name was from Baby Reindeer on the bottom, and it said,
Yeah.
"Can you imagine if these two met?"
Oh my God. That would be funny.
But the thing is one of them is actually based on a true story. Like, people are that batshit crazy.
Yeah. So this week I watched the movie. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called The Painted. Okay, this popped up out of nowhere on my feed, and it's actually really good. So it's about a lady who gets inherited this mansion from her cousin who died, and she goes there with her family, and what they notice is the whole house is covered with these weird paintings or portraits of strange people from all walks of life, from all different centuries, like just old pictures, newer pictures. They all are looking, the person in the painted in the picture is kind of looking really intent. There's like this witchcraft ceremony that people do to put their soul in the picture so they can come back to life. And it's a good freaking movie. It was creepy. It scared me a little bit, and I don't get scared.
Of course, you tell me something I don't hear of. I want to look it up, right? The very first thing that pulls up. Unfortunately, the movie was pretty bad. The acting was awful. Some scenes were difficult to watch because they didn't make sense, and there were random scenes dropped in. At least I felt like it last minute.
Ironic, I'm usually the one giving the bad review, but honestly, I thought the premise was different.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't this regurgitated storyline that's always happening.
How's your farm?
Oh,
Have you tended to your
seen my
farm?
No, I haven't. I have no idea.
If you don't get in regularly, does it do your crops go bad and everything?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
The game is saved, so we're good. I'm so that my wife won't think that I just got in the car and left her. The kid is out.
Come home and all your shit's out in the front yard on fire. So for your intro today, you said to do something on the bystander effect, but kind of focus it around small groups. So if you don't know, now you're about to know, the bystander effect is a social psychological theory that states individuals are less likely to offer help to a victim in the presence of other people. The theory was first proposed in 1964 after the murder of Kitty Genovese. #throwback, season 2, episode 70. We did cover the murder. Another thing that came out of her murder was the establishment of 911. With Kitty Genovese, basically there was a newspaper article that said 38 bystanders saw or heard the attack without coming to her assistance or calling police. This was in fact erroneous because people did call out from their windows. People did call police. Still, based on this initial reporting, the effect was brought to the attention of social psychologists. So basically, the group size encouraged intervention when bystanders and victims knew each other. With a person's own social identity, the well-being is tied to their group membership. You know, you and I are out with our 8 other Hoochie Mama friends, and we're all tight, and some man tries to come up and take one of them. Oh, hell.
You get a beat down.
I did find in a 2019 study, it's kind of actually contradicting the original bystander effect and what people have all been told for the previous 50 years. The more dangerous the situation, the more likely bystanders will actually intervene, promoting an intervention to violence. They analyzed those videos and said that one bystander intervened 9 out of 10 times in public conflicts, with the likelihood of helping the victim increasing with a larger presence. And I was like,
Yeah, but maybe culturally people have shifted.
I think so. Yeah, it's great. It's a great point. Okay, so flipping it on the other side, what if you're the one being victimized? What do you do? What is that from? Oh, Speed. Jack, what do you do? So with a small group of people armed with a more realistic and more current understanding of the bystander effect, there are 2 things that you can do with this knowledge. First, your job is to not get anyone to help. Your job is to get one person to help. If you can get that one person to help, other people will follow. And that's what seems to be the barrier, is as soon as that one person helps, other people will jump in. But how do you do that? So if you're in an audience and you know that person, that goes back to that association, call them out. Natalie, I need help. Get your fucking ass over here.
Yeah.
But if you don't know anyone, you may literally have to find a way to single that person out. Point to that person and say, I need you to come here. I need your help. If you were to call on others after that one person, more likely people would help. So I hope that helps.
So yes, that intro was amazing. Thank you for that, because it does hint on a person that we're going to talk about, not the main character, but a bystander. So today's Crime Chat is about Christa Gail Pike. You ever heard of her?
Nope.
I called this episode "The Devil Made Her Do It" because the devil is mentioned a bunch of times in the story. So let's get into it. Christa's living situation became increasingly unstable, leading her to be more shuffled between mother and dad, like mother and father. This reportedly triggered a severe psychological crisis in Christa. And that same year, Christa made her first suicide attempt by overdosing on Tylenol. By age 14, she was arrested for burglary and sent to the juvenile detention. There, she displayed some promise. She was intelligent and bright,
So structure, go figure.
Yeah, right. Now, Christa became even more possessive and paranoid, and God forbid you ever went near her man. Okay? She was nuts. So at school, she noticed one girl, Colleen Slimmer. Christa claimed she was trying to seduce her man, but most people said that Christa was just jealous of Colleen because Colleen was prettier, she was funnier, Christa was dark, she was nasty, and people stayed away from her.